Amazon is one of the biggest online stores in the world, and they sell almost everything, including TVs. But there are so many models to choose from and so many deals going on that it can be hard to figure out which ones are the best. We've put together this list of the best TVs on Amazon to help you make the right choice. So, without further ado, here are Amazon's best TVs. 10. Samsung QE65S95B. Samsung's first QD-OLED TV is out, and the way it looks makes a big design statement. Most of the back of the S95B is only a few millimeters deep, making it one of the thinnest cars ever made. Connectivity is pretty cool. In particular, all 4 HDMI ports are true 2.1 ports that can handle 4K 120Hz, VRR, and ALLM. There is also in gig mode for better HDR accuracy when playing games. Dolby Vision isn't supported, so you can't use it to play games or watch movies. The contrast is great on the S95B though, but that's not really enough. So for now, we will grant this one the 10th place. Pretty cool stuff, but not the best out there. 9. LG OLED 65C2. While there are certain reasons that you might want to opt for a rival, LG's OLEDs have been the go-to premium TV of choice for most people for years now. Even though the new C2 is not as bright as the G2 below, it is brighter than all of LG's OLEDs from last year. There is much more contrast and dark detail, and the whole image has a lot more pop. Most importantly, there is no downside. There is nothing fake about the picture. It has been lifted, but in a natural way that doesn't hurt the colors or black depth. The C2 sounds punchier and more aggressive than the C1, which is a definite improvement. However, when very deep bass is played, the speaker cabinet makes a small rattle, which is a bit of a shame. 8. LG OLED 65G2. Unlike the C2 OLED, the OLED 65G2 is by far the best OLED TV LG has made so far. It sounds much better than LG's 2021 built-in audio, and the extra brightness it gets from its new heatsink and the new processor that comes with it is only a good thing. It improves everything from HD SDR to 4K HDR to the best graphics on the newest gaming consoles and PCs. All of this was done without anything looking forced or like brightness for the sake of brightness. The differences between the new C2 panel and the OLED 65G2 aren't huge, so many people may wonder if the OLED 65G2 is worth £600 more than the OLED 65C2. Even more thought should be given to the cost if you aren't mounting the TV on the wall and will need to budget for the optional stand. Even so, the OLED 65G2's benefits are not only easy for anyone to see, but they also make almost every image frame look better, which is a very important point. So, if you're a fan who can't sleep unless you know you're getting the best home theater experience, the OLED 65G2 is the best TV on Amazon. 7. Sony XR48A90K. Sony didn't make a new 48-inch OLED TV last year, and no one knows why. Instead, it was up to 2020's A9s in the US to hold the fort against a growing number of competitors for almost 2 years. The Sony XR48A90K is Sony's flagship OLED for people who don't have room for its new A95K QD-OLED above, which isn't available in sizes smaller than 55 inches. Has it been worth it to wait for the A90K? And does it perform like a top model? Both questions have a clear answer. Yes. The 48-inch Sony A90K OLED is a powerful thing. It might not have all of the perfect gaming features of an LG OLED, but it's close, and it's still a very good gaming TV, especially if you play PS5. The A90K is the best TV on Amazon right now if you want a picture that is almost perfect on a 48-inch screen. 6. Sony XR55A95K. QD-OLED is, in a broad sense, meant to combine the best parts of OLED and QLED, such as perfect blacks and thin panels. The picture looks very natural and has all of the fine detail, sharpness, and depth that Sony's best OLEDs from 2021 can offer. And while the A95K isn't necessarily brighter than the brightest traditional OLED TV, it does have better bright highlights with subtle shades and colors that its non-QD OLED competitors miss. The included Bravia Cam, a camera that attaches magnetically to the back of the TV and peeks over the top of the screen, isn't very useful and might never be, but the A95K is a star when it comes to picture quality. It sounds great by TV standards too, thanks to its bespoke acoustic Surface Audio Plus technology, which utilizes actuators that imperceptibly vibrate the whole screen to make a sound. In short, the Sony A95K is great for movies and TV shows in SDR, HDR, and all resolutions. The LG G2 is still better for hardcore gamers, especially Xbox Series X users, because it has a Dolby Vision game mode and an gig setting. For everyone else, though, this is the best TV on Amazon right now. 5. Samsung QDOLay TV. Samsung's first QDOLay TV is out, and the way it looks makes a big design statement. Most of the back of the S95B is only a few millimeters deep, making it one of the thinnest cars ever made. Connectivity is pretty cool. In particular, all 4 HDMI ports are true 2.1 ports that can handle 4K 120Hz, VRR, and ALLM. There is also an gig mode for better HDR accuracy when playing games. Dolby Vision isn't supported, so you can't use it to play games or watch movies. The contrast is great on the S95B. On the one hand, it instantly delivers the sort of immaculate ultra-deep blacks long associated with the best of the OLED world, while on the other, it delivers levels of brightness both in small highlights and, even more noticeably, across the whole screen that we haven't seen before on any regular OLED TV. Including the great new G2 series from LG. It also has more pop than the Sony A95K. 4. Samsung QE65QN95B. The QN95B, which is part of Samsung's second generation of mini LED TVs, comes with a lot of high expectations on its shoulders. Can it make things even better than they were in 2021? And does it hold its own against the ever-swelling ranks of premium OLED-based opposition? On both counts, the answer is a resounding yes. The picture on the QN95B is the best we've ever seen on a 4K LCD TV. If you want brightness levels and color volumes that are only found on high-end LCD TVs, it has the best picture quality of any TV, whether it's on Amazon or not. The set also looks great, has a standalone OneConnect box for connections that can be attached or detached from the TV as needed, has a lot of gaming features, sounds okay, and even though the operating system isn't as easy to use as it used to be, it's still the best for streaming service apps. So, we're still not sure why Samsung is being so strangely ambivalent about its new and very impressive QD-OLED TV, but the QN95B makes it clear that it has no plans to give up on mini LED anytime soon. 3. Samsung QE75QN900B. The QN900B is the best TV that Samsung will make in 2022. It justifies this in many ways, but most notably with an 8K resolution, a premium metallic design with speakers built into its edges, a high-end implementation of Samsung's mini LED backlighting technology, and specialized AI-supported picture processing. Samsung has once again thrown a wrench in the works by making its latest high-end 8K TV for 2022 even better than its excellent 4K flagships, the QN95B above. The QN900B is an amazing way to watch TV. It continues what seems to be an annual Samsung trend of changing our ideas about what LCD TVs can do. Of course, the lack of real 8K content is still a big problem, but the QN900B makes 4K look sharper and more detailed than any native 4K TV, making good use of its extra pixels, even in the time before 8K. Also, it can get brighter than any other TV we've tried. 2. Philips 48 OLED 806. This 48-inch Philips OLED, which is currently only for sale on Amazon UK, is a real flagship model that costs a fair amount. It's also a convenient size and sure to fit in most spaces. It takes more effort than most to find the best picture settings, but with a bit of tweaking the OLED 806 can be made to look both very accurate and supremely sharp and punchy. The performance is even better with the four-sided Ambilight technology, which uses colored light to bring the action on the screen to the wall around the TV. This Philips TV, unlike LG and Sony models, supports both Dolby Vision and HDR10+ dynamic HDR standards. If you care about gaming features, the OLED 806 has two 48Gbps HDMI 2.1 ports that support VRR, ALLM, and 4K at 120Hz. 1. Sony XR55A90K. This Sony OLED has most of what's great about the top-of-the-line A90K, but at a lower price. The A80K won a 2021 What Hi-Fi? Award because it does so much with so little. It may not be as bright and punchy as its top-of-the-line sibling or as sonically heavy, but for the price, it's a very clear, detailed and lively performer with a better sound system than its competitors. Which one of these do you think is the best Amazon TV? Comment down below. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you wish to see more of our content. Catch you later in a brand new update.